Meghan Markle has made no secret of her liberal politics or her wish to promote the fortunes of the Democratic Party, furthering her own in the process, perhaps. The Duchess of Sussex was certainly prepared to risk controversy when, during the 2020 presidential race, she appeared to suggest American voters should back Biden over Trump. With the 2024 campaign now gathering pace, Meghan and her political interests are coming under further scrutiny amid speculation that she might herself stand for office. Speculation she has done little to dampen. This week it was revealed by DailyMail.com that, with Harry, she tried to hitch a ride alongside President Joe Biden and his wife on Air Force One as they returned from the funeral of Queen Elizabeth in September. The claim has not so far been denied. Glenn Owen, the Mail on Sunday's political editor, had earlier reported that Meghan has been networking among senior Democrats with a view to building a campaign and fundraising teams for a tilt at the U.S. presidency. Quite when such a tilt might come remains unclear, but the Duchess of Sussex has not been sitting on her hands, and rumors of her political ambitions persist. Here we look at what that networking has involved, and at some of the leading Democrats the Duchess has been courting to date as she weighs up a potential run for office. In early 2021, The Sun obtained a memo suggesting that Meghan and Harry had taken part in a virtual hour-long meeting with the Democratic Governor of California, Gavin Newsom, just 2 weeks before the 2020 U.S. presidential vote. The timing is interesting as Newsom had been facing calls to line up a woman of color to replace California Senator Kamala Harris if, as turned out to be the case, Ms. Harris was elected vice president. The choice of her replacement would have been within Newsom's gift, and he eventually chose California's first Latino senator, Alex Padillo. Is that a role that Meghan might have wanted for herself? Newsom, 55, has refused to discuss the contents of the meeting, but a senior political source at Westminster told Mail Royals that the virtual meeting had ended with the words, "I'm not going to make you senator." It is not known if Mr. Newsom has met the Sussexes since. The first people of color to occupy the White House, Barack and Michelle Obama, would seem to be the obvious figures to woo. Although no longer in office, they remain influential with both the Democrats and national life. There has certainly been contact. In 2017, Prince Harry interviewed Barack Obama for BBC Radio 4's Today program, and it is thought the two men got on well. He has also met the Obamas through his work with wounded servicemen. During the 2020 presidential campaign, Meghan addressed an organization co-founded by Michelle Obama to encourage participation in elections, the When All Women Vote Couch Party. The Sussexes have also hired staff with suitably political connections, including their spokesperson Miranda Barbot, who had worked on President Obama's re-election campaign. Katie McCormick-Lelyveld, a sometime consultant to the Sussexes' Archwell charity, was formerly a spokeswoman for Michelle Obama. Even so, there's no evidence of a particularly close relationship between the Sussexes and the Obamas. And when South Park satirized the Sussexes' worldwide privacy tour, the cartoonists insinuated something quite different, slipping in a barely visible description of their Meghan character as a First Lady botherer. When Harry and Meghan failed to appear at Barack Obama's 60th birthday party at his Martha's Vineyard holiday home in 2021, there was speculation they had not in fact been invited. DailyMail.com has revealed that the Sussexes asked to fly back from Queen Elizabeth's funeral aboard the Air Force One presidential jet. The request was reportedly declined. It has also been claimed that First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden, had been asked to attend Prince Harry's 2022 Invictus Games but that she turned the invitation down, reportedly amid concerns that her presence might have been viewed as difficult for the royal family. Dr. Biden has attended the Games on previous occasions and it has been suggested that she would have liked to have done so this year, also, but that she had been advised to stay away. Harry and Meghan might well have expected to meet the Bidens in the days before Queen Elizabeth's September funeral. The Sussexes were not, however, invited to an important reception at Buckingham Palace for world leaders and foreign royals. They are said to have been surprised. Harry has, though, met Bill and Joe Biden, like the Obamas, through his work with wounded servicemen and the Invictus Games. He also met Dr. Biden when she helped him host a Zoom event for wounded warrior athletes in September 2021. The two had planned to attend that year's Invictus Games together, but with the pandemic still raging, the event became an online gathering. Harry and Dr. Biden were full of praise for each other, with Dr. Biden thanking the Duke for dedicating himself to lifting up service members from around the globe. When Prince William joined the family of former President John F. Kennedy for last year's Earthshot Award ceremony, Earthshot is William's environmental sustainability charity, the Sussexes appeared to make an immediate response. It came through to a different branch of the Kennedy clan, while William headed to Boston and the JFK Library, run by descendants of the assassinated former president. Harry and Meghan had a rival offer from rival Kennedys, the Ripple of Hope Gala in New York. This is run by the Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights Foundation, created by the family JFK's assassinated younger brother and Attorney General, Bobby Kennedy. The foundation even gave Meghan a prize for taking a heroic stance against racism. It will not have escaped Meghan's notice that Robert F. Kennedy Jr., an environmental lawyer, vaccine skeptic and son of Bobby Kennedy, has now joined the race for the Democratic nomination.